Hey, welcome back to Louisville Live this morning. We're having a good time in the studio today. We've got some funny people.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we had actor William Maypother on earlier. We have Mr. Clean here today. We got a couple comedians here.
Mr. Clean?
Mr. Clean.
We like that. We like it.
Right there.
Daryl Holiday with Comedy
Sharpie.
Caravan is here. Roger Keiss is here. He's in town, a visiting committee. How you doing, Roger?
Doing well.
So what have you
Glad to have
learned since you've been in town about Daryl and Louisville?
He's the man that pays me at the end of the week.
There you go.
Okay, that's important.
That's the most important thing I learned.
I learned something important about you, though.
Oh, yeah?
What's
Yeah,
that?
we found out this used to be his bartender.
Years ago.
I
Years ago.
love that.
Way back.
Yes. I'm going to
Way
be
back.
He's sitting back there
I'm
and
going
he
to be
said,
digging, getting the scoop.
I tell you, there's no scoop of me in Chattanooga.
Oh, right.
I used to work in Chattanooga before I came here many years ago.
And I was waiting for him to say, I used to watch every game, so I was your bartender.
Great establishment.
he says, is that Craig? He's like,
That guy looks awful
Hey,
familiar.
he still has a head of hair. He's still got a smile. You know?
hey, watch it. Careful now.
But Roger, let's talk to you a second before we go over to our secondary comedian over there.
Secondary is not what you meant.
What's going on over there, Dobie? What's going on?
I'm just waiting to get on here. I can't talk with you guys in Chattanooga. I'm just kind of down for the weather.
Now, where are you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm south of the
Milwaukee.
winter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm glad to be here. This in Kentuckiana, or what is it called? Indiucky? What do you call it out here?
Okay, so you're
We say
standing by,
Kentucky.
right? You're
I'm standing by.
Don't
yes.
go anywhere.
Big time entertainment coming up.
So, Roger, you travel.
I do.
You still live in Chattanooga, but coming to the towns like Louisville, what gets the crowd going? What do you like to talk about when you do your routine?
It's basically traveling, and you meet different people in different places, but everybody's basically the same everywhere. So, you
Oh,
just.
gosh, that's scary.
Well, I'm sorry to
Can
say
be.
that, but it is. But yeah, I mean, I talk to some people in the crowd and relate to them kind of, and we find out what's going on and what they're doing, and kind of develops from there.
Is this the first time you've been to Comedy Caravan, or have you been?
In a long time. I was
Okay.
here years ago.
We got him
Welcome back.
Now, did Daryl have hair back then? No, Daryl wasn't here back then. I'm sorry. He didn't.
I'd be real happy to think there's more Julies around. I don't know.
I showed up.
I'm a little concerned.
See, is that what you're talking about? That came out there
Yeah.
as promised?
Well, when he said people are the same everywhere. You know,
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know.
Daryl, let's talk a little bit about what the Comedy Caravan does.
Change the
Great for
subject real quick.
corporate events, great for anniversaries, birthdays. You do a little bit of everything at the Comedy Caravan.
We do birthday parties, bachelorette parties, fundraising events, corporate events, you name it. You can even rent the club in the afternoon if you just want to have a meeting there. So it works out really
And there's
well.
some information right there, jazz or magic night. And I think that the sad thing was Julie went down there to sing karaoke one night, and it was
Whatever.
after the
At least
balloon
I went.
fest, and she lost her voice, so she couldn't sing.
couldn't
She
sing.
tried to fake it out. Everybody knew she had her
I
voice.
was hoarse. Craig, I showed up. So until you do.
Yeah, you haven't been there yet, Craig.
That's
and
right.
It's
Well, I've
getting,
been to the Comedy Caravan
it's getting a
before, I
little
just haven't
old.
been in a while.
It's getting a little old.
So,
Hey, our headliner this week.
Julie?
Dope.
Are you headlining this week?
No,
I
I'm
didn't
not.
even realize that.
Hey, let's put some information up on
I'm
the
just
screen
funny
on who's
sometimes.
headlining here. He's been on The Late Show with Craig Ferguson, Bob and Tom, HBO, Showtime, you name it. He's going to do it before he dies. Dobie Maxwell. There's Roger's name. You don't see Daryl up there.
Isn't there a
Right.
sponge called Dobie?
Is there a sponge
I'm not great.
called
There's a
Dobie?
sponge called Dobie, right?
There's a sponge called Dobie. There's a lot of things called Dobie. It's hard growing up with a name like that. People
Are you
always-
SpongeBob SquarePants?
SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes,
do
exactly
have
right.
pants on.
I love coming here because the town you got bourbon, baseball bats, and the Waffle House. How can I lose? It's a great place. I love here. I come from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of the fattest people in America. Gravy is a beverage where I come from, so it's good to see all the good-looking women down here. I wish I was cuter, ladies. This is the best I could do. But I've been single so long. I opened up my refrigerator yesterday. Mrs. Butterworth is starting to look sexy, so I'm going to stand around in my underwear, licking her head for an hour and a half, looking for a date at the Comedy Caravan. It's great to be down here. I'm always having fun. I've had bad luck since I was a little kid. When I was a kid, my dad took me to see the Harlem Globetrotters. They lost. That has never happened ever. Things happen to me that don't happen to anybody else. I'm the only person I know that has run out of gas in a car wash twice in the same week. Those kind of things. My life could be summed up in 3 words: worst case scenario. That add a glitch or a twist or a wrinkle, and that's how my life works. So it's kind of more than a comedy show. You come around the Comedy Caravan, and you see it's a therapy show. You think, boy, I thought my life was bad till I saw you. 45 minutes later, I feel better. What is therapy? $100 an hour? Comedy Caravan tickets are a lot cheaper than that. You know, I show up next week. You got Gallagher, all the big stars. So I'll try to do the best I can do. I will work hard for the buck. I am the people's champion. Come down to the Comedy Cafe, and I guarantee you'll have a good time. Thanks a lot. I'm Mr. Luck.
Thanks, Dobie.
Thanks for having me.
That's funny. I was going to ask Dobie what was your favorite thing about Louisville, but I guess it's Waffle House.
Well, how you say it? You got to put a golf ball in your mouth. Where are we?
It's Louisville.
That's how
The
you-
locals say Louisville.
Kentucky. I'm gonna say that. And I like red. Go Cardinals.
Ah, we like that. Good man.
Well, you got
Good man.
a lot of big blue fans here.
That's right.
Well, that's okay.
Whatever.
They can see Gallagher next week, smashing watermelons. You want
Ah, we
real
like
comedy?
it.
Come
I
this
like this
no.
guy.
It's all
Dobie's a
real
Cards
comedy.
fan.
Hey, let's get the information up on the screen. It's Roger Keiss, and you got Dobie Maxwell.
Dobie and Roger.
Daryl Holiday will be doing some introductions. See you at the door. Now, if you go down to the Comedy Caravan, tickets are $8. If you go there and rub Daryl's head, he will give you a discount on a future show. So you got to go down there, got to rub the dome, and say, I want my discount. He'll give you a 2-for-1 ticket on a future show if you go down there and rub his head. How's that?
And you can always...
The only stipulations there, I give half price to the females. The males
There
that
you
do it,
go.
I charge them twice.
Oh, okay.
It's double. That makes sense. And you also get to see Daryl's
yes,
fantastic shoe fashion.
shoes.
We
We're
have,
always
we
showing
have the
his shoes.
purple, and we even
There it
the
is.
shoe that goes
There
with
it
it. I
is.
mean, you cannot get any more color coordinated than that.
I mean,
so-
Daryl, everybody cannot pull that off.
I just pulled it off. If I didn't, I'd have
Oh,
to put my foot
you
up.
did.
Roger, you
I
didn't
mean-
get the memo. You didn't get the memo.
No, apparently not.
You didn't wear the purple.
He's got purple underwear on.
No.
Oh, but Dobie he didn't get any memo.
We'll draw.
I never get mad.
George.
No.
No, okay.
I'm not wearing underwear.
Comedy Caravan.
Oh,
see
my.
Roger, see Dobie, and the rest of
And
them.
I want to do one thing. This week, if you send us an email at Darrell, D-A-R-R-E-L-L, at comedycaravan.com and tell us you saw us on Louisville Live this morning, you get in free Sunday
Free.
night.
Okay.
2
Sunday
R's
night,
and 2
free.
L's.
Daryl at
comedycaravan.com.
Daryl, 2 L's. You get in free Sunday night.
R's, too.
Daryl at comedycaravan.com. You get
2
in free.
R's and 2 L's. Don't misspell it.
And if you forget my email address, just call us at 459-0022 and ask for me.
All
Yeah,
right,
tell me you
perfect.
want to rub the dome, too. That gets you
You wanna rub the
2-for-1
dome?
ticket.
See? It's great. Good stuff.
Dobie, Roger, Daryl.
Dobie
We'll be
and
back
Roger.
with
Go see ya.
Taekwondo, Karate Kid when we come back.